Why didn't the Sith Lord Exar Kun use a red blade, and why was his lightsaber so powerful? The Crimson Blade has long been synonymous with the Sith, it being a deeply held tradition for many millennia. However, there were some notable exceptions to this. As we explored in my last video, Darth Revan used purple and red blades, symbolising his duality between the light and the dark, and lack of affiliation with either the Jedi or Sith. However, Revan was not the only Sith Lord to use a different colour to the traditional red. In fact, Exar Kun never used a red lightsaber, but for completely different reasons than Revan. Exar Kun wielded a double-bladed blue-white lightsaber that was similar in coloration to his Jedi blade. However, this saber wasn't simply the blade he had used when he was a Jedi, and it is in my opinion one of the most fascinating lightsabers to ever exist. Exar had made several dark side alterations to the blade, using the teachings of the ancient Sith. The most notable alteration was the addition of another emitter, with both blades being capable of adjusting in length. This allowed Exar Kun to have an incredibly unorthodox lightsaber style, defeating many opponents by catching them off guard. However, this was not the only addition he made to the saber. Exar imbued the kyber crystal with the dark side, drastically increasing the intensity of the blade. It could cut through almost anything with ease, even force-imbued blades. Despite not being red, Exar's blade was considered one of the most prominent dark side objects in the galaxy, and was known to emit an aura of dark side energies, which caused his Jedi opponents to become uneasy and fearful. Its dark side capabilities were so immense that the Jedi Council deemed that it must be put in deep quarantine after the demise of Exar Kun. Jedi who got too close to it noticed an allure to the dark side, while dark side wielders experienced an amplification of their powers while in its presence. The reason as to why this blade is not red is twofold. First, Exar Kun lived 1,000 years after Naga Sadow, the last great Sith Lord. Exar was a power-hungry Jedi, hoping to remake the Sith who were presumed to be vanquished from the galaxy. Quite simply, he was never made aware of the loose tradition of red lightsabers when learning about the Sith. Second, the Sith tradition of using a red blade was not so heavily ingrained at this time. In fact, many ancient Sith refused to use a lightsaber at all. The last known Sith Lord before Exar Kun, Naga Sadow, had preferred to use a force-imbued Sith sword, laced with poison. These ancient Sith believed that a traditional sword allowed for a stronger connection to the dark side, due to the greater pain it inflicted upon their enemies. The complete replacement of Sith swords with red lightsabers took place under the leadership of Vitiate in a bid to strengthen his new Sith Empire. However, during the time of Exar Kun, 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, Vitiate's Sith Empire remained hidden in the unknown regions, with their existence known to almost no one. And it was for these reasons that Exar Kun never adopted a red blade, despite following in the footsteps of the Sith. Although others after him, such as Darth Maul, Darth Krayt and Darth Revan, all utilised different coloured blades, all also owned a red blade, with Exar Kun and his apprentice, Quell Joima, being the last true exceptions to this rule.